Latest Starbase update, everything is falling into place. Hello everyone. It's been an eventful week at Starship. SpaceX just unveiled Starship 4's objectives. Additionally, there's been a lot happening outside Starbase related to Starship. We'll cover all of that in this video. We're Elon Musk's signal. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the hot space science news. Thank you for your support. You can see that Starbase is buzzing with activity. SpaceX is busy transporting Starship segments from the Brownsville port to the Sanchez area. Currently, 8 out of 9 segments have arrived here. The remaining 2 are still at Roberts Road, Florida. SpaceX hasn't disclosed why they haven't moved them to Starbase yet. They might want to complete pre-transport construction phases. Many are questioning why SpaceX is keeping a set of chopstick stand, and a ship unloading arm at Roberts Road. It's likely they'll be used for the new launch pad at Starbase because currently, no other launch pad requires these equipment, at least not for the chopsticks components. Interestingly, Launch Complex 39A is currently lacking ship unloading arms. Therefore, SpaceX will need to install the equipment from the launch tower or manufacture a new one. Furthermore, SpaceX is urgently dismantling the suborbital launch pad for the second orbital launch pad at Starbase, where the launch tower segments will be installed. In just 2 weeks, the entire suborbital launch pad's propellant tank has been completely removed. This is just the beginning. Construction teams will level the entire area and prepare to build the second launch tower, propellant tank, or whatever else SpaceX has planned. It could even be another parking lot. In the production area, where SpaceX is moving components for upcoming spacecraft, a new common bulkhead dome for the next booster rocket has been taken out of the Star Factory and placed next to Mega Bay 1. This could be for the B-15 booster rocket. However, the exact name and serial number will only be confirmed with official information from SpaceX. This new common bulkhead dome has a new liquid oxygen valve, similar to previous versions. Let's wait and see how SpaceX names and manages versions for rockets and spacecraft in the future. Currently, B-15 hasn't been assigned to any Starship yet, as all Starship Block 1 versions have been planned. However, there are signs that more Starships are being constructed. The parking lot area, possibly a temporary assembly building, is also being hurriedly constructed. 2 halves of the building have been connected on one side. Star Factory continues to be equipped with additional equipment both inside and outside. At Massey Outpost, Starship 26 has been parked for several weeks now. Many have also wondered about the status of Starship 26 wingless baby at the new static test stand. Finally, the mystery has been solved. Last Friday, Starship 26 seemed to undergo a super cold fuel test. However, detailed information is still limited. Now on to the most important news of the week. SpaceX has officially announced details of the incident on Starship 3 and what to expect from Starship 4. The new update confirms the successful ascent of both Booster B-10 and Starship 28. This is the first time this process has gone smoothly. Details of the incident on Starship 3 have been updated in a recent video. Now, let's continue with the hot information about the 4th test flight. Previously, SpaceX conducted a wet dress rehearsal for Starship 4 with Booster B-11 and Starship 29. The rehearsal was intended to simulate the entire countdown process, though it's unclear if they went down to the T10 second mark. Some indications suggest the rehearsal encountered glitches. The fueling process seems to have completed, but the detonation suppression system did not activate in the correct sequence. Additionally, the liquid oxygen tank on Booster B-11 seems to not have been fully filled, similar to the previous test flight but with a seemingly lower level of liquid oxygen this time. Currently, specific details of the rehearsal process are unclear, but afterwards, Starship 29 was detached from Booster B-11. This was predicted because Starship 29 needs more time to complete the heat-resistant layer and install the flight termination system. The good news is SpaceX has set a date for Starship 4's test flight. While Starship 29 was slated to be returned to the production area to complete the heat-resistant layer, SpaceX unexpectedly decided to keep it at the launch site. This might be related to their need to redo the wet dress rehearsal for Starship 4. SpaceX's effort to complete the heat-resistant layer for Starship 29 is understandable, as it's crucial for the spacecraft to withstand the heat during atmospheric re-entry. Similar to every other mission, Starlink, government's secret projects, or the fourth launch of the world's most powerful rocket, SpaceX's website will provide detailed information about the mission, including an overview and operational process before, during, and after the flight. We'll update you as soon as there's new information. In the March flight test, SpaceX learned a lot and applied upgrades to Starship's hardware and software. One notable change is the removal of a special intermediary part between the booster rocket and the spacecraft. This part was originally designed for hot staging, allowing Starship to activate engines even when still attached to the booster rocket. According to SpaceX, removing this intermediary part after the Super Heavy booster completes its burn reduces the rocket's mass for the final flight stage. This time, Starship 4 will focus on core elements, temporarily shelving complex maneuvers like transferring fuel between spacecraft, restarting Raptor engines in space, or checking cargo bay doors. The main goal is to get the spacecraft into space, surpass the atmospheric re-entry process, and successfully land. Therefore, Starship 4's flight trajectory will be similar to the previous test, with the intended destination being the Indian Ocean. The key mission is to test the re-entry and landing capabilities of both rocket stages, demonstrating Starship's full reusability. This will be a significant milestone, much more meaningful than deploying dummy Starlink satellites or performing functions not yet needed for the current version of Starship. A notable change in Starship 4 is the removal of the hot staging ring after the completion of the deceleration burn, which may occur during the flip maneuver for atmospheric re-entry. This removal aims to reduce the rocket's weight in initial test flights, enhancing the likelihood of a successful landing. Another difference from the previous test is that Starship 4 will not end its journey after atmospheric re-entry. If it passes this stage, the spacecraft will continue to perform flipping and burning maneuvers to land. Additionally, the countdown process before launch has been shortened by 4 minutes compared to the previous test. This is thanks to significant changes in the fuel tank system, allowing for faster fueling for both the booster rocket and the spacecraft. This is an important update from SpaceX, providing detailed information about the objectives and plans for Starship 4. The fourth test flight is expected to take place no earlier than June 5. Maritime notifications, road closures, and other preparatory activities are proceeding on schedule. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk stated in April that he hopes the upcoming flight will demonstrate that the Super Heavy booster can land on a virtual tower in the Gulf of Mexico. If landing on a virtual oil rig is successful, then we will indeed attempt to land back on the oil rig at Starbase on the fifth flight, he said, as part of the company's rapid reuse plan for Starship vehicles. It's a very ambitious schedule, but it's within the realm of possibility. Do you expect the success of this fourth test flight? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for continuous updates on exciting information. Goodbye and see you in the next video.